Japan's Prime Minister promised that his country will help ASEAN member states strengthen their digitalization and maritime safety. Natsumi Kojima has the details.
Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has promised to strengthen support to Southeast Asia countries in the maritime safety and digitalization sector. Japan launched a new initiative aimed at strengthening maritime security with ASEAN nations as well as boosting digitalization cooperation with them and training at least 5,000 people over the next 3 years. This plan was announced in a speech to the ASEAN Indo-Pacific Forum in Jakarta, Indonesia, which is set to host a summit of the ASEAN nations this week. Kishida, together with the ASEAN's top country leaders, will hold a special summit in December in Tokyo to celebrate 50 years of relations, noting that the cooperation between the ASEAN and Japan started in 1973. Kishida is on a trip to Indonesia for the ASEAN Summit. He will then travel to India to attend for the G20 Summit in New Delhi. Ijo, Nihon kara Kojima Natsumi News otsudai shimashita. ASEAN News, Japan.
China's foreign ministry has indicated that Chinese President Xi Jinping will not attend the upcoming G20 summit in India this weekend. Sasha Hasa reports.
Chinese Premier Li Qiang will lead the delegation representing China at the G20 summit this weekend. Chinese President Xi Jinping will skip the international gathering of world leaders for the first time since the summit was held in 2008. Li is considered as China's second-ranking leader. The Premier and other Chinese delegates will represent the country for the two-day G20 summit on September 9 and 10 in the Indian capital of New Delhi. The ministry announced Xi's absence from the international gathering as tensions simmer between China and the host country India over their disputed border and New Delhi's growing ties with the United States. Both countries are also members of the grouping of fast-emerging economies known as BRICS. Russian President Vladimir Putin will also skip the summit. He will be represented instead by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. As international observers presumed Xi's absence from the event as a snub to India, China's Foreign Affairs Ministry has not indicated the exact reason for Xi's non-attendance to the international gathering of world leaders. The G20 summit consists of the world's 19 wealthiest countries plus the European Union. The bloc accounts for 80% of the global gross domestic product or GDP and about 2/3 of the world population. Reporting from Sydney, this has been Sasha Hasa, ASEAN News, Australia.
Thai and Chinese Navy officers are holding an annual joint military exercise in the Gulf of Thailand next week. Anissa de Guzman has the details.
More than 400 officers and soldiers from China and Thailand attended the opening ceremony of the Blue Strike 2023 joint naval training earlier this week. The annual drill will start on Sunday, September 10 in the Upper Gulf of Thailand in a marine camp in Sattahip district in Chonburi province. The joint military exercise aims to exchange naval knowledge, perform naval operations, and strengthen military ties to address regional security threats. Thai Navy officers welcomed the arrival of Chinese ships at the military site. The Chinese Naval Task Force deployed a submarine, an amphibious dock landing ship, a guided missile frigate, and a comprehensive supply ship. Blue Strike 2023 marks the 5th joint training by the navies of both countries since the military exercise started in 2010. Chinese and Thai militaries also held the Falcon Strike 2023 joint air combat drill in Thailand in July, which lasted 21 days. Chinese and Thai militaries also held the Falcon Strike 2023 joint air combat drill in Thailand in July, which lasted 21 days. The drill comes 6 months after the United States and Thailand kicked off Cobra Gold 2023 military exercises, the largest annual military exercise in Southeast Asia, attended by nearly 10,000 troops in February. Disha Nanisa de Guzman, Rangan Chakuntep Mahanakon, ASEAN News, Pratat Thai, Sawadee ka.